Hey everybody, and welcome to the next edition of the Soccer Fitness Goals video blog. I'm sporting a bit of a tan today and also my Valley Isle Soccer Academy t-shirt, and that's because this past week I was in Maui, Hawaii, running an international version of the Soccer Fitness Trainers course with the Valley Isle Soccer Academy, which is the largest academy on the island of Maui. How did I get hooked up with this academy? Well, Rebecca Filipovich, who's the co-owner and founder of the business in the academy, she used to play for the York University women's team at the same time that I played for the men's team. And so we were friends and we stayed in touch. Eventually, she moved back to Maui, where she was originally from, and hooked up with a guy named Alexander Filipovich. They got married. They both had a love for soccer, so they decided to start this academy. And 8 years later, here they are, bringing me in to run the Soccer Fitness Trainers course for them. So that's why I was there last week. That's why I have the tan. And the experience that I had working with the Valley Isle Soccer Academy is going to be the subject of the blog for this week. So there's a lot of things that stood out to me and that were very memorable moments from my trip to Hawaii, and some involved the soccer and the work that I did, and a lot of others didn't. As an example, there are some of probably the most beautiful scenes and views anywhere in the world, including sunsets, beautiful beaches, valleys, and all kinds of hikes that you can do, plus a larger or longer drive and larger hike up to 3,000 meters above sea level to a volcano that's literally above the clouds. We'll post a few pictures of those here while I'm talking so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. But of course, I wasn't just there for the view, I was there for the soccer and to run the course. So what stood out to me the most from my work with the academy and the players and the coaches is that literally players or elite level players can be developed anywhere. And that's something that I learned from my time there. Elite players can be developed anywhere, including on a Pacific island in the middle of nowhere. Now, maybe part of my preconceptions going into this work were my own fault for being completely ignorant of the soccer situation in Hawaii and in Maui. I really didn't think there were going to be any talented players, and also wasn't really expecting much from the coaches. And that's because with my limited experience of soccer in the United States, I know mostly about the players and the coaches that come from the mainland, and specifically from the bigger cities, the coastal areas like New York, New Jersey, out on the West Coast, California, Portland, and down south, Texas and Phoenix and so on. I really wasn't knowledgeable at all about the soccer situation in Hawaii, so I went in with fairly low expectations, and honestly, I was blown away. That small academy, which numbers only 8 teams and less than 200 players in total, has already produced and developed a young man who has just been signed by the Portland Timbers Youth Academy, that's the MLS club, and 2 young women born 2003 that have both been identified and are on their way to a training camp with the United States Women's National Under-15 team. So these are no small feats, again, for a small academy in a small island in a area of the Pacific that's totally not known for soccer at all. What's the reason that elite players have been developed from this academy? Well, I put it down to the coaching, and specifically the director of coaching of the academy, Alexander Filipovich. I mentioned him. He's originally from Serbia. He had a playing background on scholarship in the States, in West Virginia, and eventually became a assistant coach in the university system over there. And through some of the experiences that he had, he decided that he wanted to come to Maui and try his hand at running his own business and running his own academy. So he's an experienced player who also ended up becoming a very experienced coach, a knowledgeable coach. He's also very humble, very willing to learn. That's part of the reason why they spent the time and the effort to bring me over there. And I think those combinations have made him a very successful coach, in that he's been able to take some of the raw talent and natural athletic ability that exists on the island on Maui and really turn it into some high-level players. The results speak for themselves. It would be rare for you to find any other academy anywhere in the United States that's produced 2 players that are presently playing with a women's national team. And again, remember, this is the United States women's national team, which is arguably the best women's national team program in the world. So clearly, the results speak for themselves. So what's the take-home message for all of the aspiring young soccer coaches out there in Canada or North America who are watching this? For me, the message is anybody, anywhere in the world can develop elite players. You need knowledge, you need passion for the game, and you need a lot of hard work. And if you do that, and you happen to find some naturally talented, athletic, gifted, and hard-working young players, then you can develop them into elite players that can go on to become professionals or national team players no matter where you are in the world. You don't need to be in a big metropolitan area. You don't need to be in a city that hosts a professional club or that hosts training camps for the national team. You can do it anywhere in the world. If it can be done on Maui, Hawaii, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, it can be done anywhere. So that's it for the Soccer Fitness Goals video blog for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I did mention the Valley Isle Soccer Academy, so we'll put the link to their website if you're interested in learning more about them just underneath me now. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. We'll put the link below me to do that now. Also, if you're interested in the world's only customized soccer-specific at-home fitness program that can be done through your mobile phone, you can download the Soccer Fitness Goals mobile fitness app. That link is underneath me now. We'll see you next week on the blog, and until then, keep reaching your soccer fitness goals.